G'day, g'day. How's it going? Welcome to Cryptea Gaming. Today we're playing Factory Town again. This episode, I think what we're going to do is I want to boost our income a little bit more. I want to start building a school and get some farming going so that we're a little bit more sustainable. And then I think we'll go from there. So I'll just unpause it. Alrighty, so if we're going to build this school, and what the school does is it allows you to research new buildings, and that's actually a requirement for a forestry and a farm. So if you have a look, it says required research farming. So what we'll do is we'll just build a school. We might build it over here because what it requires is wood and water and paper. So obviously the wood turns into paper with the help of water, and then you take that paper and you put it into the school, and then happy days, you get your research. So I put it here. So I unlocked new recipe paper, which is nice and handy. And we will build. I mean, do I want to build a lumber mill? The thing with lumber mills is that they cost. Oh, and actually, no, I'm thinking of foresters. So this is a forester, and it costs red coins in order to actually use. So not that that matters because we're not building one. So let's just build this here, and we'll set it to paper. I might actually move it so it's a bit closer to the water. And if you notice here, so it's gone blue, and that means that water is actually getting to it, and you don't need someone to actually physically take the water from the water and put it into the building. Instead, it's just automatically there. So we'll get someone on some wood just to fund this paper mill. So we need 2 wood for every 1 water, and that creates 1 paper. So I think just so that we're a bit more efficient, I'll get 2 getting wood, and then I'll get 1 guy taking from the lumber mill to the school. Okay, so what is it? It doesn't really want us to research anything specifically, so I'm just going to go farming because that's what I'm all about, and I think it's probably the best bet. So you'll notice that it costs red coins. Now, red coins are a little bit harder to get. We're currently getting it with the stone bricks, but we're getting 1 coin like I would say every 5-10 seconds, and that's just not good enough at all. So we might see if there's some other way that we can improve the amount of coins that we're getting. So I guess we could try to make bandages. Now what we've got to do is we've got to find cotton, which we luckily have here. So what I'll do is I'll build a workshop. So I don't have enough population capacity, so I think I'm going to have to build a couple more houses. So let's just build one. I don't want to block the route too much. Can I do it? I'll do it this way. I don't think it really matters which way I'm facing the houses. And then let's build our little workshop. I'm going to build it pretty close, I would say. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's down the hill because I can use a chute. So I'll just build this chute here. Look at that, beautiful. And then I'll build a little dude and put it in the chute. I love it. It's so good. Okay, what was I getting that for? Cloth. Can we do cloth? What does cloth give us? Oh, bandages. I was going to get bandages. What does it cost to make bandages? And I did the wrong cloth anyway. So bandages I haven't unlocked. So there goes that idea. But I can do cloth, which is probably just as good. It's definitely not just as good, but it'll have to do. And we'll just get it sent to the general store. Hopefully we get some good money. Four coins, that's pretty solid. Nothing to shy away from. There we go, some 4 coins. We might try and speed it up because it's not fast enough for my liking. And little road, look at them sprinting away. And I think what I might actually do is I might build a brick road just so it's just that little bit faster. No, I don't like that. I don't like this uneven terrain thing. So you see my grain harvesters have unfortunately used up all the grain, and also so have my wood guys. So I'm just going to move the grain mill over here so it's a little bit closer. Oh, I unlocked farming. So we'll have a look at that in a bit. But firstly, I just want to get all of this sorted rather. Let us move this over somewhere. I guess this will have to do. It's not too bad, is it? I've seen worse. Let's get wood. And that is a workshop. So we might move the workshop and we might put a barn a bit close, or we can put a barn up here. So let's rotate it. And we are taking this, no, go this way please. And we will take, I wonder if I can fit this in. It'd be ideal if I could. No. I could at least move it a little bit closer. And what is he doing? I think he's taking, yeah, so he's taking the wood from sorry, the wheels from the workshop to the base. So I might also just get a guy putting some more wood in there so that we can maybe use that to fund our economy. So we've done our research. I think we might get another one. So I'm torn. We're producing quite a decent amount of red coins. Obviously it can be a lot better and we're going to make it better. So it might be worth getting forestry or maybe animal pasture, because animal pasture opens up more resources that we can unlock. How do I get boat building? Metallurgy. Metallurgy is another one. I think what I'll do, I do like boats and I want to get fish, so I think I'll do metallurgy. Bit controversial, but you know, someone's got to make the tough decisions in life, and I'm that someone. Okay, for farms, where's the farm? Okay, so I need more planks. Where are we at with planks, guys? Why? Oh, there we go. Good. Now all you need to do is just put it in here, matey. Come on. Okay. So we don't seem to be producing enough. And let's try and work out where the shortfall is. Maybe it's because the wheels are being produced too quickly. So I might actually need to increase the wood output. And that would have been really easy to do if I had decided to get forestry, but I didn't, so it's not. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do a high manpower strategy, which isn't much of a strategy at all. I might upgrade these just so I've got a couple more workers available to me. And see, that's not great. I'll build a road and we can move the wagon. Let's do the wagon. I love the wagons. When it gets over there, we'll have a look. It's so good. And then I need to prepare for the eventuation of having no wood over here. At the moment it's fine, but it could definitely be significantly better. So we're not actually producing enough food, or really any resources, to keep these people happy. So what I might do is I might try and increase it somewhat. So we've got our farm. It's really unfortunate that it's not flat here. Perhaps we can put it over here. And this workshop is causing an issue by being there. I don't mind if we're not producing too much because it's far away, so I'll just move him. And then let's build a farm here. So see, it's blue again. And I think that's going to be good because then when we eventually can plant tiles, they'll actually grow a lot faster. So basically how the farm works is it takes the existing grain and it'll replant them once it's used up. So you see it's got 31. So once those 31 are used up, it'll start to regrow. So if I select, so I'll apply water because we've already got water and that's nice and easy. And see it's got 17 bits of grain in range. So if I click grain, it'll start producing grain. And what it's basically doing is using up these. I'm sure I won't be able to be lucky and actually see which ones it's using. But once it uses them up, it'll replant it. Happy days, and it means that it won't disappear eventually like these ones will. And then if you see, where is it? Oh yeah, so if you go into farming, so if you build a farm tile, I can't because I don't have the resources, you can expand how many more tiles it's actually going to operate on. So you'll see the range here. It's 4 plus 4 on either side. And once you've put a farm tile down, you can then plant grain or sugar or whatever, and it functions as though the grain or sugar or whatever it is was already there. So what I'm currently doing is wasting output. It's not using up the resources, but it's inefficient and annoying. So what I might do is I think it might be worth moving the grain mill again. Alternatively, I could build a road down this way and it should actually get there pretty quickly in the grand scheme of things. So let's give it a go. Hopefully it actually works. Is that connected? Kinda doesn't look like it, does it? How do I fix that? How do I fix that? I think I need to do like a wooden arch. You know what? Let's just see if it works, and if it doesn't, then that's really unfortunate. Okay, and it doesn't work. Okay, let's do it this way then. This dude's in the way. Get out of it. Get out of it. I must not. Yeah, I need more resources. So what do I need? I need more stone. Carved stone, specifically. So let's take this and just put it in here. Yeah, I mean, no wonder. I mean, I did that really poorly, didn't I? So I think we're getting a bit better. Yeah, so we've got more happiness than we did before. Getting more money than we did before. I think it's all going pretty well. Metallurgy is going to take forever, but I'm in no rush. The workshop. What's this guy doing? I feel like maybe we should upgrade to a wagon on that. Just because it's going to just make things so much easier, have so much more money, and then it'll save up this dude. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. God, I'm doing so much better than I do in my personal games. All right. Let us... where is everyone of these going? So he's going there. He's going to the base. This guy is being inefficient and not going to the chute. So let's just keep that going. And let us maybe start considering where we might expand. So you may have noticed that there are little sections, a little bit like city skylines, where you can expand into different regions, and it costs 1,000 yellow coins, and I guess we should maybe consider it. What I'm looking for is a flatter area. Now these look really blank, and that's because the resources that you'll find will be randomized. So what we might want to do, yeah, is at least somewhere flat. It'll probably be filled with forest. We could probably do over here. It's quite flat, and there's a land route over here that we could probably use. There's a lot of iron ore in these. It might be worth eventually flattening all of this out, because this is quite shallow land. I mean, how much will it cost to flatten it out? Terrain blocks 5, so per block. Oh, that's that could be quite useful actually. It might. I don't want to do too many, but that's actually really good, and I'm going to keep that in mind. So the grain mill is still. It's working a lot faster than I would. Well, not ideally like, but I think we're not supplying it quickly enough, so I might get another wagon. Now, something that is really unfortunate is that they can't really go past each other. So if you notice, it just went around, and that's not ideal, but that's alright. Eventually we'll get a logistic block, and I can just make it like a double lane road, and one side of the road can only go one way. Like, what what was that about? Anyway, there's something you've got to actually consider when you're building, especially until you get, what are they called? Conveyor belts. Because if you were to build houses all along here, and then they get blocked in this section, then they just sort of sit there, and you stuffed up. So you've just got to be aware of things like that. It's not a big deal, but it's enough that it can cause issues. Oh, okay, so this is quite full. What I might do is I'll upgrade it so that I can fit more in there. And cotton's going all right. Herbs, I don't really have a use for herbs just yet. How's this going? So it needs more paper. And I might actually do my favorite thing. Let's go here. Let's go, oops, I missed. Let's go here. And I might actually put, no, I can't. I need more houses. So what do I need to go to the next level? So I need 5 stone bricks and 40 yellow coins. I've got heaps of coins. I've got 27 bricks now. Oh, I was wondering where it went, but I forgot that I'm selling it. So let's upgrade a couple. And you'll notice that I've got access to new items that I can sell. So I can sell bandages, I can sell potions, salves, and spellbooks. So one thing that I like selling is actually the top of the provided by, which is fish oil. It's actually pretty easy to make. I believe it's in the workshop, which is, no, it's not in the workshop. I think it's maybe the apothecary, and you just get fish delivered straight to the door, and happy days. And you sell it for quite a decent amount of money. Where is it? It'd be good if I could search. On the very small chance that the developer's watching this, if you could add a search function, it would be good. There's not a huge list, but I don't know, it might be a bit easier. So you see, fish oil actually gives me 3 blue coins, which is quite good. We don't really need it just yet, but we'll get there. So I'm actually harvesting too much wood for this thing to keep up. So what I'm going to do, in some buildings you can increase the number of workers who are working the building. So you'll notice that it's got the speed. Now currently it's only affected by happiness, which gives a plus 10%. But if I add another worker, which I can do because my population's only 36 out of 38, it goes up to 135%. So that's the extra 25% from a worker. And that should make at least a small difference. Something is better than nothing. I might beef it up if I can. So I need books, right? So I need pastures. So another reason why metallurgy was a lemon choice. Let's just beef it up a bit and put it to 160%. And that should, I want it to be always researching. I want a backlog of paper or writing supplies, and I'm just not getting it just yet. You know, I might upgrade the houses, most of the houses, if not all of them, and just get some more workers in there. I'd rather get the research going really quite quickly. Alright, 185%. Come on. I believe in you. I want to see 2 here. Or at least a backlog in the output. Right, 5. 210% speed. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, I saw 1. I think we're getting close. We're getting close. Come on, man. Come on, man. Well, the point is, metallurgy is researching a whole lot faster than it was, and that's pretty important for me. What's this dude doing? A whole lot of nothing. This is going a bit too slowly now, so I think we might be able to safely increase it. So let's increase it by another 25%, and hopefully that will work. Alright guys, I think that might be it for this episode. I reckon I'm going pretty well so far. Obviously things aren't as efficient as I'd ideally like, but I'm learning, I'm getting better. If you have any comments, just let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Hooroo!